Made a video in the past on Glock Fanboys. The shit a little funny, you know what I'm saying? As quote unquote good the Glock is, for those who did come to defend it, they typically would say the same thing, just the most reliable thing out there. We'll prove it. Well, it's simple. Well, aren't most guns? Don't you just have to reload, put in a magazine, and most if a bullet isn't in the chamber, just slide the rack back? I mean, isn't that visible to most weapons out there? I don't see what makes it so superior. I know they're popular. I know it was used in the military at one point and in law enforcement. I know it looks cool and popular in movies, but I don't see what makes this so special compared to any other gun. A lot of people would say it's durable. Well, I'd argue most guns are. Way before the Glock, they been making guns of stainless steel, and I've even in a video in the past have responded to someone who says, what's a gun you could put in dirt and don't have to worry about it not working or fucking up? A lot. I said, I believe one was the SIG P238, HK, HNK, MK23. I believe I said it was a couple of SIGs as well though too. But that just goes to show me that one little theory I have. I'd argue that most Glock users would get it specifically due to those reasons, thinking it's just one of the most reliable guns you could get out there without a lot of them even specifically going into detail, which doesn't make sense to me, because when you miseducate anyone, in any form of self-defense, it could turn out lethal for them. So you cannot prove that point, and why I say it. But if you ask a Glock fanboy, they don't know the difference. And this ain't me taking a 1911 sides. I'm pretty sure a lot of people have theorized before, because there's most definitely some benefits to Glock. But what the hell can you find in Glock that's not in just about any other gun? The sights are horrible. They typically fucked up. Most people don't get used to it from training, which is bad right off rip, because if you want a gun, you want it to be good right out the box. Why the hell do you want to learn how to aim properly, especially when you just go to simple sights for even my Burst of Thunder 380? I've never put that gun in someone's hand and they never been able to not been aimed properly as soon as it got in their hand, with even lack of knowledge or no prior experience shooting before. But of course, when you got a Glock, a lot of people don't know the blocky sights on there typically will throw off the look of it or make it harder for you to readjust your aim perfectly to align with those sights. Typically you have to pull in the trigger, unless trained of course, but that's already a downside. A lot of them don't have a long beaver tail, which could lead to jams or fucking up people's hands. A lot of people don't know how to hold properly as well. I guess you could give it that, but that's rare if we being real. But 9 times out of 10, if you don't know shit about guns, and that's why you got a Glock, that's something you need to say, I genuinely don't see the reason as to why I'd be out here misinforming just because you sucking the dick of a favorite gun. That don't make sense to me. It genuinely doesn't. And then not only that, when it comes to quote unquote durability, what the fuck situation is the average private citizen going through where he has to worry about it going through mud, dirt, being frozen? Like, what the hell are you gun owners doing with the fuck with your gun? If that's what your gun has to worry about, then what the hell what are you carrying for? That just don't logically make sense to me. Shit, if I was to go say like another reason, I know they say like the quote unquote extended clips is like one of the biggest advantages to allegedly have, but arguably, due to it being a trend, most gun companies make extended clips for even smaller guns to the caliber as small as 380. And now with the 22, they even got 50 round drum mags. So I don't see what you're getting out of Glock that you wouldn't be able to find in somewhere else. It just don't logically make sense to me. I'm gonna see what you say.